Hey guys, welcome back to my video. We're back outside, catching the vibe, seeing what's up, seeing what's good. So I got three separate cards. Three separate decks. Sorry about that. Let me put my lip gloss on. I really want to wear my sunglasses, but I don't feel like going back outside, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna sip my coffee so I get started in the reading. So from the first day already, right? Let me see. I feel like I'm getting, you just came out of like a controlling. Somebody has tried to control you for a very long time. Somebody tried to control you for a very long time, and something about like fans, something about like I'm getting like whoever tried to control you was a fan of you to even start with, right? I feel like he at, at first to get you it was like a prize, right? And then when he got you, I think like his jealousy kind of like turned on in a way, like what I'm trying to say is I guess you do something that is very popular or it's not popular to you, or maybe it's not popular to you, but it's popular to other people. And so this person seeing you and seeing the type of career you're in or the type of job that you're in, he probably thought that he would never get you or whatever the case may be. And for him it was like hard to get you, or or his friends was like kind of, I'm getting like his friends was feeling for you too, and it was kind of like a hard price to get or something. And then when he got you, he couldn't. There you go. He couldn't like live up to the lifestyle that you had going on. So for him to be a part of your world, he had to control. So that he could force himself into your world, so you could force him in your world in a way. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's going on. Probably trying to slut you out. I feel like not slut you out. He tried to like bring you down. He tried to control you, like control your mindset, control. Like he did this by like meditating. Like, oh no, I feel like you got out of his loop by really meditating and seeking deeper, or he did this by like using magic. One of the two. One of the two. Oh girl. And his mom, I feel like his mom is like really a one to blame. I'm getting like mother-in-law in the middle of your situation. There's like an airplane going down. Maybe you like you're not from like the United States. You are like you. Maybe I feel like you're from like the motherland. Maybe like another continent. Maybe like Africa or whatever the case may be. I feel like I really feel like there was like a mother-in-law, like his mom, or something. Oh, I don't know. Maybe just like a douchebag. Like this nigga probably work at McDonald's. This motherfucker probably work at McDonald's. Probably ain't got like nothing going on. Like he basically is a nobody in a way. Symbols like signs. You probably the type of person to like read signs, or like signs is very significant to you. I'm getting like red flags, something like red flags. You probably a student of some sort. Maybe the meditation was towards you. I feel like you probably going through like a new um out here like metaverse. I feel like you tapped into something new. You're learning something new. You're learning something different. That's why, because you are able to learn because you're able to tap into that different, into like that's something different, something new. That's why I first thought it would be hard for him to tap in, or like allowing him to be a part of your world, and so he felt like the only way that he could have you is by controlling you. And since you were blinded and couldn't see the signs, I think that's where the symbols can come in. You couldn't see the signs. I think that's kind of like what gives him the power to control you in a way. This man is not trying to let you go. He's like, I don't give a fuck about what you say. I could care less about what you got going on. Okay? I feel like to this day, he's still trying to find a way to creep in and stay relevant in your life. He don't want to let you go. You hear me? This man is smoking, like he indulged in cocaine. Like he is a hard smoker. He still, if he used to do it, and then I feel like he kind of made it seem like like he is controlling to the point where he gives you what to believe in. He does it on purpose. Like he plans shit out. He does shit on purpose so that he could build his own version. He's trying to put what he think of you onto you. You know how like people say, some people say like people put shit onto your life. Like who you think you are is not really who you are. I feel like that's why we always like go through like a death, because we always get stuck on like what people think of us, and so therefore we act like trying to get a reaction. So I think like he sit down and like, let's say like he wants you to believe that he's on a diet. So what he's gonna do is when he goes to work, he eats a lot, and then when he come back home, he come back home from like salad from the grocery and fucking French dressing, and makes you believe that's like he will toss it up in front of you and make you believe that's what he's eating. So I feel like that's like the same shit that he's doing when it comes to like you, like he will make you believe shit about yourself too. Like when he come home, you know, you start doing like, it's very purposeful. Like as soon as he come home, you take a shower and you get clean. But really, to the point where you start believing you only take a shower when he's around. So when he's not around, you are not like taking care of yourself. Like for instance, like, but he does that on purpose. Like he makes a routine. Like let's say you wake up in the morning, okay, you know you gotta take the dog out, you gotta take your kids and his kids to school, you have to cook, you have to clean, and he come back home around 1. So by the time he do come back home, you feel me? By the time he do come back home, you go take a shower, and so it looks like you know you can't take care of yourself. You know, it, like as I'm talking, you gonna understand like what I'm trying to say. He does shit to make you believe that like that's not like that's how it is, but really he wants you to manifest the bullshit. He just trying to manifest the bullshit into your life. Point blank, period. And all this shit about, oh, I stopped smoking, I stopped drinking, like I'm not doing coke no more, it's a lie. He's still doing it. And he's still doing magic. That's what I was trying to say. Like you cannot make this shit up. Like he's still doing magic on you. In a way, like I always say, like we all have magic because we are creators. The only thing between like a creator and like a content creator is we only have cameras following us. You feel me? And now it becomes content creation. But really, we are all manifestors, creators. Like we are all like, when we say like little gods, is because we have that power to manifest and to make anything that we want to. You know, like he really sits up in his head, his fuckery mindset and delusional mindset, and he kind of fabricates shit to make you believe of like, you know, an illusion as your reality when it's really not your reality. The shit that he's making up, I don't know how to like explain it, and I just hope that it makes sense for you. And whoever this is for, it's gonna make sense for you. You are gonna understand like what I'm trying to say. Like, you feel me? Seriously, he's trying to make you make a decision that you would have regretted. Like I think there was this. The reason why y'all broke up is because of this decision. Or the reason why y'all like going through like a little funny stage right now is because of this decision. He tried to force you to make a decision that really, if you would have made the decision that he wanted you to make, you would have regretted it. like you would have regretted the decision if you would have made the step. Like like that's, I think that's really what, because this decision had you go back within yourself and really trying to figure out like what the fuck going on, like what's going on with me, where am I going, like you know what I'm saying. You sat still and lived in the present moment of where you was at right now, looked at you for a second, and then you got to realization, like after meditating, like this nigga is a fan. How did nigga turn into a fan to a controller? Like how we went from you were trying to like take me out on dates and shit to you like dictating how I move and shit like that. I think you gotta you kind of woke up and realized this about yourself. Like you understand? Like you low key. Like I feel like you've always been like a sidekick. You've always been in tune with you. You've always known certain things about yourself, but I feel like you were still like a beginner because you are like you acknowledging yourself as like a student of like learning of like whatever it is that you're going through your new path, and you just happen to stumble upon this motherfucker who try to take control of everything that you had going on, and you were just like, wait, hold on, skirt, pause, what? You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah. He tried to be a snake, like literally, like he tried to be a snake. He tried to and you, whatever you was about to eat, whatever you was about to start like doing was about to manifest like a big bag, and he wanted to be a part of it. Like, he tried to play like a soulmate, like I'm your twin flame. He is not your twin flame. He was not your twin flame. He started as a fan. And he lied about basically who he was and his image of who he knew the type of man that you wanted. He knew the type he like I'm talking about, like he tried to do magic, and his magic wasn't like not natural. It's like it's different when you do magic. You tap into your creativity to be who to to manifest good for your life, for you, to manifest growth, to manifest like elevation, and to be like on a path. But this man made magic for you, for him to just be, for you to be at a standstill. For you to be at a standstill, he made magic for you to believe that he's your soulmate, but really he was just a snake. He didn't do that to manifest his growth or your growth. He just wanted to look like what you wanted, so you could grow with him, like take him somewhere, and then he was gonna leave you later. Basically, he didn't do that for your good. He just did that for his own good, to get some money and tap out. You know, you had some almighty God, like, and I feel like this nigga didn't even believe in God. Like, you started talking, you started really believing like on faith. Maybe you started going to church as well and tapping into like spiritual healing, because he really don't win. He brought a lot of turmoil to your life and a lot of like aggression and basically BS. And you still, I feel like you tried to heal with him in like in your environment, and the Almighty just kicked them out. Like, nope, that's not what we finna do. And Aquarius, you were dealing with an Aquarius, and it's funny because my ex is also an Aquarius. Motherfucker that also made me go through this shit was also an Aquarius. This motherfucker trying to make your neighbor like, I felt like even your neighbor was in it, like in a way like he tried to also manifest like issues between you and your neighbor. Like, like people, manifestation is real. Like magic is real. When you're being creative, you're tapping into your own magic. You feel me? And it depends on how much power, like how much you believe in your creativity is how much magic is behind your creativity. So if you're being creative and you don't put a lot of energy, you don't put a lot of belief behind your creativity, it will never come to pass because you're not putting any power behind it. You feel me? So how you expect somebody else to believe in your power if you yourself don't believe in your power? How you expect somebody to see you as beautiful if you don't see yourself as beautiful? You just want to wait till somebody else say you're beautiful before you start believing you're beautiful. Shit don't go like that. You feel me? And so I feel like he manifested your neighbor to start some issues with you in a way. Like, I don't really know how he did that, but it's all about the meditating and the magic, the secrets, You feel me? But you got the Almighty behind you. See, mother-in-law, I think mother-in-law, yeah, mother-in-law, father-in-law is in here. I feel like both of his, I feel like his family members. I really feel like his whole family is just states in a way. I don't know why. Mother-in-law and father-in-law is coming, but babe, you reaching for a new car. I feel like you're working on a new car right now. A storm is coming for that snake. A storm is coming. A storm is definitely coming. A storm is coming. A storm is coming for that motherfucker. You know, a major change is coming. I feel like he really did abuse you because this motherfucker don't know how to wipe his ass without you. Point blank. Like, he don't know how to wipe his ass. He don't know how to take care of himself if you're not there. He don't know how to. He don't know how to wipe his ass when you're not there. What does this say? Exactly. Like you put a lot of energy on this man to grow. Like you put a lot of energy on him, and he knew that your energy was going to help him grow. He knew that if you put time into his growth, he was going to get somewhere. That's why to this day he's still not trying to let you go. That's why he's seeing all this shit like go for you. He's seeing like you was gonna go really far. He knew that once you finish this practice that you're doing, this process that you're in, once you finish, you gonna have like you gonna have a lot. Like you're gonna start manifesting a lot of beautiful things into your life. He's seeing all that shit happen. He's seeing all of this. Like he's seeing that shit. And so the only way for him to have a little piece of cake was to control you. So you will have no other choice but to let him eat. You feel me? Like once he made you believe that you can't take a shower without him, you can't take care of yourself without him. Basically everything that he felt about himself, he just made a shift so that you could believe the bullshit about him onto you, and so he could grab onto your energy and push forward. Shit like that do exist when you are around motherfuckers that just sucking your energy. Like they just there to suck you up and leave you dry. Shit like that do happen. Motherfuckers wanna do like victimize themselves and be thinking they're the victim and they're the one that being just going through shit when they're the motherfucker doing the controlling. How you doing the controlling, but then you wanna call yourself a victim? That don't make no sense. You feel me? Something about a restaurant. Like something about a restaurant, a fast food restaurant, or just something about food, a restaurant. But seriously, I hate when niggas be the one like doing the fucked up shit and then want to cry later on. Like the fuck you crying for? Somebody like I think either he got a stepmama. I think he got a stepmama. Maybe he had kids. Maybe he had kids. Or he trying to make you like stepmama to his kids so you can take care of his kids. Like he had kids in his last relationship and he trying to make you take care of it. Like whatever he did, like shit was going too well and he was just like, this is too easy. They got real cocky, like everything that he wanted you to do, bitch, you did it. Without even thinking too much, without thinking twice, bitch, in a snap of a finger, nigga. If he said move, bitch, you move. He was in his mind, he had won, like he felt like he won your soul. He was like, he finna move like this, and he already planned his whole future behind you, behind your energy. Like he already knew, bitch, you wasn't gonna go nowhere, bitch, you wasn't gonna make no money. Whatever it is that you had going on, bitch, cancel, delete. All that motherfucker was deleting. Shit was moving so well for him, so sweet for him, so fast too. He was probably starting to get a little bit of money. He was starting to save a little bit. He was starting to splurge a little bit. He was starting to have a little bit of freedom, a little bit of time to do whatever it is he wanted to do. Because you was on the side picking up after his shit. I was talking earlier in one of my shorts about how this reading came to me about how like a nigga just wanted to stay with a little girl too, for one, because she was naive, and for two, because he had time to finally do what he wanted to do. Like he only wanted to be with this girl to help him like be a babysitter basically. He was with her to be a babysitter, take care of his kids because he couldn't take care of his kids. So he was looking, you know how like some man he really thought big of himself, like to go get a woman as a wife and then want to keep a side piece on the side. That's really what he thought was gonna happen. And then bitch, what like you was a fan at first for a reason, and you tapped into who you was before you met him, and all that shit bounced back. That's why his shit going left right now. That's why his shit going left, because you left and you left with your energy. Like sometimes when we separate from people physically but emotionally and mentally, we're still with that person. But bitch, nigga, you detached. You said fuck you and your feelings, give me my shit back, bitch. I want my pussy back. That's what you said. Something about a Hyundai. I don't know. A new lover in your life. I know that's right. Nigga probably didn't see this shit coming. He probably thought you was gonna get stuck with you. Like nigga probably in his house, meditating and masturbating like a motherfucker, hoping and praying that your ass don't move home. All the time you have a whole new lover for waiting on you. You know, I feel like whatever it is that you just asked, the answer is in 1 week time. Okay, but shit be coming sooner too. So 1 week, I feel like it's just really gonna be the declaration. But one thing I understood about time is everything is something. Like if you want something like to happen, like for instance, like I want like a bigger audience. The big audience, the number that I need, I know like within a year is gonna be here. But I know right now, today I have an audience. I've added audience. It's just the quantity that I want. It's gonna take some time. So when you ask God for something and like maybe the answer, the realization of it, it's probably gonna be like 2 weeks, 2 months. But just know every single day it's working. Every single day is working. There was a whole lot of he said, she said behind your back too. And he was the main one spreading the he said, she said drama bullshit. He was the main one spreading like the drama. Now he out here crawling, mad as fuck, and he look retarded. Because how you gonna talk shit or talk down about a bitch that all your friends still see you fucking? How you gonna talk shit about somebody that tomorrow we gonna say it's like when you and your girlfriend have an issue, and then she goes to her house or whatever the case may be, like oh she was just my hoe, she was just my bitch, she ain't nobody, she ain't nothing. But the next day she comes to your house with food and you eating and you taking her to your room and you eating with her, and you get mad if one of your bros look at her. Nigga, now you look stupid. Now you look dumb. Like you're not the man that you think you are. And she running around with a big truck. She running around with a big truck, fronting money, taking all her bitches out to eat. And you can't even take one of your bros to go get a fucking milkshake. Nigga, you sound stupid. Like sometimes these niggas just be talking out their ass but they really pussies. Like they really, really pussies. You look stupid. Why would you spread lies about the bitch that you're still in love with? I swear to God, like your in-laws, the family of whoever this motherfucker was, is ought to be. I don't know what the fuck going on with them, but I feel like something messy. Girl, you just escaped something messy. He probably had a new baby behind you. I feel like this motherfucker birthday bitches. I feel like he's fucking bitches. I feel like the only way this motherfucker eating is off of bitches. He probably look like he got a 9 to 5, or he probably lied to you and tell you he going to work and he really not going to work. Or he do have like a little something on the side that he do to get like a W-2, but I really feel like he eating off of bitches. I feel like whatever system he had, you was like the big bait, right? You was the big bait, but I think like he had little baits on the side that he probably get like a Chick-fil-A meal from. He probably get a $20 from. He probably get a ride from. He probably get fucking gas money from. Like he has like little bitches that he fucking that probably get like, you know what I'm saying, like little $5 here and there. Like the shit that he did to you, he probably put his whole energy and power behind it because he saw big money behind it. But this shit, he done it before. This motherfucker done it before, and they always worked in his favor till he met the right one. You feel me? Okay. We have a Scorpius. Okay. Somebody, I feel like this motherfucker really wanted to latch on to you, and he was not letting go. Like he really felt like he put his fucking, you know, like this little animals that crawls like a snake. Once a snake like bites, he don't let go till he kill you. That's what this motherfucker wanted to do. Like he was deadly. He said, "Bitch, where you going?" He said, "Where are you going?" Seriously. He said, "Where are you going?" It got very dangerous. Or if it didn't get dangerous, I feel like it would have gotten very dangerous. It really would. We have a Leo in here. Like, it would have been very dangerous. It really would have been, like, dangerous. We have a Capricorn in here, too. A lot of motherfuckers were involved. A lot of people were involved. A lot of people were involved. A lot of them. A lot of them. Something about like a stepfather, like a lot of them, like his sister was involved, your people was involved. It was a whole lot of shit that was involved. A whole lot of shit that was involved. You know? Somebody needs to pay the traffic ticket. Somebody needs to pay their traffic ticket. And you have like a new car coming. It's gonna be like a big truck, like a Tesla level. You me? Like just stay focused, stay studious, you feel me? Stay on your grind, cause he met you and fell in love behind what you do, what you did. Okay? And then when you gave him the opportunity to come into your world, that's when he felt like he wanted a piece of whatever you had going on. I felt like he had to control you. He felt like he could have it all with you. And the only way he could be able to get it all is if he offers you. And then still keep you as a wife and keep his side hoes. He thought that's the shit that was gonna happen. Like he felt like a pimp. He felt like he was the only nigga to be like that. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I'm on my period. That shit is like painful. Like a real. Like I'm about to start speaking in tongues. Seriously. And I feel like that's kind of like the pain that you was in. Like you felt stuck and literally like in the type of pain that you can't even move and you couldn't explain. Like you know how like you go to the doctor to tell you like where is your pain coming from? It's just like everywhere. Like your words can't even come out of like because at the same time because he is using magic, you can't really explain it because it wasn't normal. Like the shit you was going through was not normal. You couldn't explain it to anybody else. You couldn't talk about it to anybody else for somebody else to get it. You feel me? But I'm telling you that I get it and I understand it and I understood it. You feel what I'm saying? I'm telling you that I get it and I understand it. Period. It was not normal. But I'm telling you like because you had God on your side and you also know how to meditate. You know how to tap in. And you was doing this before you met him. Right? It just wasn't with a lot of like power to back it up. But now, baby, let him fuck up. Let him fuck up. Let him go ahead and fuck up. Let him go ahead and fuck up now. Let him try that shit right now. He's for the streets right now. Let him go ahead and try that shit. Let him go ahead and watch all the shit. Everything that he already claimed that he had going on all went to the trash with him. He ain't got shit on his name right now. The car repo, I could just feel it. He back in the streets like he ain't got no house. And I bet you, like this, I've been getting this reading for like a long ass time. Like this nigga is like, he and all of his hoes are starting to drop him because they're starting to realize like, he ain't got shit going on. Because a woman can hold you down for so long. Because at the end of the day, as women, we want to be taken care of. It's not even about, oh, because I'm a woman of high standards. No, it's not just, oh, you a woman of a high standard. As a woman in general, no matter how broke we are, no matter how naive we are, no matter how in love we are, as a woman, it's natural for us to want to feel love. Even if, like, the relationship started off as me taking care of you, me putting gas in your car, me cooking for you, me making sure you got a job, me making sure that you're good. If at some point in the relationship you're not giving me what I want, or you're not surpassing me, it could take a year, it could take 2 years, it could take 3 years, but baby, at one point I'm gonna need you to step forward. And once you don't step forward, we're really gonna leave you. Especially if we are the one overly caring. That means it takes us a long for some of us, like me and you, it takes a long time for us to like come off somebody. Because once we love deep. Once we're interested, we're really interested. But once we get the fuck, we're not wanting to like come and spin the block a couple of times. No, because I'm going to stay with you when it's real bad, when it's real ugly. And I'm going to give you chance after chance, opportunity after opportunity for you to step your game up. And once you don't do that and I catch somebody else and I'm on somebody else's dick, I'm going to leave you. We're going to leave you. Because as a woman, that's what we want. That's what we need. We need you to step forward. We need you to do something for us. But he's not he's not that type of person to take a woman out. He's not. He's the type to take you take you out once a month. That's it. He's the type of man to take you out once a month. Not even once a month, bitch, once a year. Probably on his birthday. And that's it. And that's it. And that's it. Like, he treated you like a dog. Like, and you spoke your truth and you got the fuck. I'll tell you one thing, he didn't expect you to speak your truth. Came out shocking to him. Like, this bitch can talk. Exactly. Don't way you tap into your masculinity and let it be known, like, this is what I want and this is what is not gonna happen. He didn't see that coming. He didn't see you standing up for yourself. He didn't see you speaking out for yourself. Like, how do you always the type of person that you don't know how to use your words? You really act on you more of like you more of like, okay, I'ma just stay quiet and watch. Like, you watch more. And then once the shit don't, you know what I'm saying? You a woman of little words. Once it's time to go, you just quietly, kindly pack your shit and get going. Like, I'm not gonna put a fight. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. I'm just gonna leave. You feel me? You that type of woman. And so when you stepped out like that and you ain't never came back, this nigga went through it. This man went through it. Because he was not expecting it. Like, he was managing his money like a... That is nothing but a sign right there. He was not expecting you to leave and just not come back. That is not what he was expecting. That is definitely not what he was expecting. That is not what he was expecting at all. Because he really felt like he had you wrapped around his fingers like a Christmas gift. Like, she'll be back. Like, she'll be back. You feel me? Just like he had all of them other girls wrapped up. He was like, she'll be back. I'm not even worried about it. She'll be back. She'll be back. She's obsessed with you. She'll be back. Like, where's she gonna go? Like, you feel me? This motherfucker was cheating. Like, he was cheating real bad. Real bad. This is, we're talking about a serial cheater. Like, this nigga been doing it for so many years. It felt like it was nothing. Like, if it was, you know, like, sometimes God protect us from like real shit. Like God be doing things behind doors that you won't even believe. Like, if you was to listen to conversations that have been made behind your back, you will be shocked. You really will be shocked. Like, this man was in your life just to have a piece of your cake, a piece of your blessing. You feel me? Because he felt a lot of good things happening to you. He's seeing like how you move. He's seeing what's going on in your life. And this nigga didn't have clothes. Like, this nigga, it really looked like he had his shit together, but he really didn't. This nigga was spiraling out of control. Karma after karma for all the shit that he been doing to this girls. Girl, God really bless you. Cause like, When you attach to somebody, you attach to its karma, to their karma. When you attach to, to somebody, you attach to their the good and their bad. And whatever like you survived out of, I feel like God's been good, so good to you, so good to you. Cause this nigga really a snake, and he just been fucking grandmamas out. He just been fucking grandmamas. For me, like push, just continue with your passion. Like hold on to your passion, and just hold on to your passion, girl. Hold on to your passion. Don't get distracted. If he try to come back, don't even let him have any like any power. Whatever bullshit he's gonna come back with, he lying. You feel me? And he had there was a lot of people involved in this like bullshit. He had friends involved. He had his family involved. He played the part real good. He played the part really good. Don't let him back into your scenery. Like let this just know you wasted a lot of time that will not come back. All that time will not come back. So this is like the end of your reading. So if you, I know you got some because this was like very specific. Okay, so I know you got something out of this. You feel me? Because baby, when I was going through some real difficult, and I like all readings, you have to use discernment. Don't force anything because it's supposed to come naturally. That's how success is. You can't force success. If it's your passion, you just gotta keep on going because it's your passion for a reason. But you gotta find what works for you, and you also there's also time for everything. If you're not ready, you're just not ready. You just gonna have to keep practicing. If it's not time, it doesn't mean that I'm just not, maybe it's just not for me. It's just that you're not ready. You have to keep practicing. That's all that means. Just keep practicing till the time becomes right. You feel me? That's why a lot of us give up before time. That's why we never see success. Because we don't wanna validate, and we don't wanna practice to perfection. We just wanna be perfect. When whatever we're looking for, it asks us to be perfect in whatever craft we're doing. You understand what I'm saying? And so when I was going through something real difficult and real hard, and I had to learn discernment because whatever darkness or deep shit I was going through, I was looking for clarity. I was looking for the light again because bitch, it was dark. We call it in French obscurité. I couldn't even find a way to like get out. And I was learning. I was leaning for some light. You feel me? And then so I had to learn the word discernment, and it came to me naturally because I was ready to be freed off of whatever dark entity was holding on to me. So I had to go through discernment. I was going to church. I was watching. I was hearing people conversate. I was having conversation with other people. I was watching little things that captivated my eye, or my soul, or my spirit, and that's how like discernment came, and it gave me some clarity and understanding about certain things that was going through my life, and all of it all together helped me as a whole to find freedom. And this is why I tapped into reading and conversating. This is why like words are really important. Talking is very important because as I'm talking, I'm freeing myself, and I'm freeing whoever I'm talking to or whoever is hearing me. So and you know what I'm saying? That's why I tapped into this reading and talking, and let my words be heard, let my conversations be heard, let my sentences be heard. Let me just be heard, and I'm freeing somebody. It's more than just like who is watching, what they need is, it will all make sense to whoever it needs to make sense to. I don't need it to make sense for me. I don't need to force it. It is what it is for me. But yeah, I'm glad that I was of help. Yeah, I'ma just see y'all in my next video. And if you have any type of like comments, you've been through it, like you want to help somebody else, let it be known in the comments below. Let it be known like, yo, you're not alone if you're going through this. Leave a my baby daddy so and so try to like keep me in the dark, or try to shame me, or my baby mama made me go through all this because of the kids. Whatever it is, let your story be heard. Let somebody hear. Like if you think whatever you went through, a lot of people need to hear what you went through. A lot of people need understanding. A lot of people like need to be delivered, and delivered just not like, oh my gosh, Almighty, I need to go find Jesus. Words can deliver people. When you go to church, it's not like, oh, the big Jesus came into you. It's not as traumatic as people think. It's really just the word that comes and deliver people. And sometimes it's just as shocking. It's just very shocking. It's very shocking. Words is the things that really, because power is behind words. Whatever got you entangled, whatever got you in the dark, whatever got you in deep tangle was a word said onto you, and that you give so much belief through it, and that it's like fucking up your shit right now. And now you need another word that has power to deliver you. Because whatever word without power behind it, or without like a belief, a word without belief doesn't have power. So if I know what I'm talking about, and I'm telling you with all of it works both ways. And if I tell you that shit with all of like my belief and my 10 toes right behind that word, and I'm giving it to you, and I'm giving you the tea. And the thing is, like, if I'm giving it to you and I'm believing in it, you got strength in me. It's making me who I am. Like, you watching me like, bitch, why you always happy? Why you always smiling? Like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm telling you like what's going on in my life, and I'm giving you tea on shit that you can also use to make you happy. And you not believing in the shit that I'm telling you, then my words has no power to you to change you. But if I'm telling you this shit, bitch, like I'm putting it in, and I'm like, and you like, damn, bitch, for real? Like what? Like huh? Like yeah, like you engaged in my shit. Now you give them power to the word that I'm giving you, and now you making it tap into your world, and now you're gonna see a immediate change in your perspective as we're talking. Like, you don't have to wait till you go home to feel the change. As you standing right there and I'm telling you my shit, but you being saved right now. So it's really like, it is what it is. It is what it is. I said what I said. I stand 10 toes behind me, and I hope you had a good day. Bye.